But you're young. You're only...
Oh, look. I didn't know he was still alive.
Who?
James Evans. Look. I thought he was dead. What?
There's only one person. No.
What's so funny?
There's only one person from Good Times that's dead.
JJ?
No.
Who?
Florida. Well, then maybe Weeping Wanda is dead too, but...
Of course she did.
I'm just saying. Maybe... I'm just saying. I mean, they might know. I mean...
No, I think she might be.
And I think the dude that played Monty, you don't know the extra characters. I be knowing like everybody that play on Good Times. I know Monty, cause Monty used to be the little boy that played Stymie in the Little Rascals, cause he had a little derby, and I think he wore that derby all his life, cause he did. He wore that derby all his life. Because I seen that derby when he was a really little boy. And then when he was on Good Times, he was a big man. And he's still the same derby on his head. It looked a lot smaller, though. But I'm just saying, though. Anyway, James Evans is still alive. Michael is still alive.
Michael gay. I ain't even know.
Michael is gay.
The strongest.
Okay. Okay.
Let me flick your dick.
Okay.
Michael. He's gay.
Okay, but nobody knew he was gay then. Nobody knew he was nobody. I mean,
I never
really.
thought he would be gay.
I mean,
There's so many random people who
Well,
just come out the closet off the random.
Anyway.
Would never think. What if Robert Downey Jr. was gay? I'd be mad.
That's it. I mean, that's his.
Extremely mad.
But that's his choice.
Tom Hiddleston, I'd be even more mad. That's low.
But think about this. What if But think about this. What if Ellen DeGeneres was straight? It wouldn't seem right, right?
You're right.
See, it wouldn't seem right. It wouldn't seem right because you're used to them being who they want to be. They want to be gay. You'd be like, well, if they were straight, it'd be weird. So you can't really say, I mean, that's what they want to be. But I mean, nobody really sees Michael. Probably if you saw Michael old. Yeah, they all old. But then again, Walona still look good.
Well, of course Walona look good.
Thelma still look good.
All the females are good.
Right.
JJ, he's fat.
JJ got big.
He's fat, man.
I thought, I don't know. It's just I just used to love Good Times.
And Michael, they supposed to be the good looking ones out of the show. They wasn't
good looking while they was on the show.
True.
They were not like the best look.
There
was only one good looking dude on the show. That was Keith.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he is.
Where are they now?
Weed. 420 day. Like I was telling you, 420 day. On 420 day, there was a shooting at the weed rally, the pot rally. I don't even know where it was at. I don't even know. I know I was watching television. I don't know where it was. It wasn't here. Of course it wasn't here. Of course it was not here. Yeah, but it was a shooting. Somebody came into the crowd at the amphitheater, pow, 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 shot off the guns. People scattering. So then the man, I was watching the news, and the guy say, one of the guys, I guess they was interviewing, he says, man, they only give us like 1 day legally to do something like this, and somebody had to go and mess it up. And then they were supposed to have like another day after that. They canceled the events for the next day. Dude, because they came out there and started shooting. But I'm like,
a whole bunch of high people.
I watched the news. Do you know that newscast looks so foggy? I've never seen so much smoke outside in all of my life. I looked outside, so why is it so? But then I knew, I was like, but it's outside. I said, do you know that they got to be smoking that much? Do you know how much weed you got to be smoking to make the outside look like a foggy day?
Pounds.
There was a lot of people out there. There was a lot of people. Do you know how much I was watching the man, and then the cop that they was talking to, he looked high. Like he was just, he looked like he had a contact. I was like, he's probably high right now just from being around all that smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, this is kind of messed up that they actually would go shoot up, and then people got hurt.
Really?
Yeah, people got hurt. It was like a couple people got hurt.
Jesus.
At the daggone pot rally, I was like, you really want to make weed legal? I mean, hey, if you want to make...
You think people be too lazy to do anything like that, you know? I'm like...
And obviously, the person who was shooting wasn't smoking weed.
Yeah. He was probably
against
it. Yeah.
Weed being legalized. He was probably against it. That's the difference. See, and that's the thing about weed smokers. They don't go shooting up nobody. They ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time to be going to shoot nobody over, you know, a rally.
I was reading,
it's a rally.
In Amsterdam, apparently they have a very low crime rating.
I watched that. It was on like, PBS.
Yeah, they have a very low.
And they have like places and stores where you can go smoke weed, and
it's really
and you can get your beers, and you can walk up and down the street with your beers in your hand, and everything is all copacetic, and they don't drive. They mostly ride bikes and do stuff like that, and I'm like, wow, this seems like a nice place to live,
doesn't
yo.
It? Although they do have places with crime, it's just not as much as everywhere else here.
Yeah.
They still have crime, it's just not that much. Because people too lazy. And nobody got time for that. I think people will be a bit too chill. And people be more of the happy type rather than going around creating disturbances for other people, you know? I always wanted to experience something like that. I always wanted to experience a place that didn't have that much crime and that everyone.
I always wanted to experience a place where I could go, where I could live, and didn't have to lock my doors at night. I'm sorry, I probably wouldn't get used to that.
I would lock my door.
I probably would still lock my door.
People still rob people. People still want to steal your stuff, especially if you got a lot of nice stuff. I mean, if I'm high and I see you got something real nice, I'm going to go in your house and I'm going to take it. Like,
that's mean.
Mean or not, you got nice stuff and I got the opportunity to take it, I'm going to take it.
That's mean. You should not be taking anybody's stuff if you know it does not belong to you.
Look, you got your door unlocked.
You don't know if they got booby traps, bear traps, and all kinds of mess in their house. You don't know.
They're probably armed and all types.
You know what I'm saying? You could walk step foot in their house and all kinds of guns come pointing at you. Then what? Yeah, I left my door unlocked, but all my guns are cocked and ready to shoot you in the face. In their front yard, and you walking by. I don't care. I'm not walking. I don't care. You don't know what they got planned for you.
True. Very true.
It could be 6 bars of gold or whatever. Big ass, I don't care. It might look good, but it ain't sitting there just to be sitting there.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit there.
Seeing a bag of money in the alley. That money ain't for you.
That money is not for you. The drug dealers don't play. Yeah. Tell you. 9 times out of 10, if you see that bag of money in the alley, you go pick it up. You best... People go in the alley and they'll pick that stuff up and then they'll do one of these numbers. Look around and see it. Oh, trust me, believe. If you don't see them, they still see you. So if you pick it up and take it, they're going to follow you. You're going to be dead. Leave the money. Leave it where it is. Mind your business and keep on walking. It's not like it's $1.
In the wind, or maybe like $50 bill, like in a bike or something.
I'm still gonna turn around and look and see if anybody look. Anything over a 5, I'm turning around and looking because I'm like, this might belong to somebody. If ain't nobody around, you know what I'm saying, large amounts of money, yeah, they go to the police station. A lot of people say, man, you ain't taking that to the police station.
You know, if you take it to the police station and nobody claims it,
then they'll give it to you. Then they'll give it to you.
That's
but
very rare. You know, somebody will claim that money.
The police may claim the money. You may not even get it. They might say somebody came and claimed it, and they took it and split it or whatever. I mean, everybody ain't always on the up and up. True. I've never had to run from the police. I just understand certain codes and stuff. like 187 and 420 and what these numbers mean. A lot of people know it who have police scanners. They may not committed no crime, but if you have a police scanner, then you'll know what what you call it, a DUI is. We know it's DUI is driving under. We know this stuff. How do we know this stuff? Because we just know.
I see it on the news.
We watch a lot of TV. We watch a lot of stuff on television imitates real life. A lot of stuff. DUI, DWI, driving while intoxicated, driving under the influence.
I don't get it. I mean, there are some people, I really don't understand why it's safe or why don't they just make weed like alcohol? Makes sense. You can't do it like while walking down the street. You can't like.
In other words, you can only do it like in your house.
Yeah.
And places like bars.
Yeah, don't treat it like cigarettes. Treat it like beer or treat it like liquor.
You wanna know why they don't do that? Well, they're trying.
It makes a lot of sense. I'd rather have weed than alcohol.
Have you ever seen a barcode on a bag of weed?
No.
And you never will. They're going to have to figure out a way to...
Why don't they just make it like...
They're going to have to figure out a way... If they do it like cigarettes, how much you want to bet it's going to be slightly different? Somebody going to do something to the weed that it don't smell like weed anymore. I'm glad I don't smoke anymore. I used to smoke... Last time I smoked weed was 2003.
Wow.
2003. 10 years ago.
That was a...
long time ago.
I was still in elementary school.
Last time I smoked weed was 10 years ago. It was 2003. Jeez. And I just quit. And now I haven't smoked cigarettes in 7 days. Almost 8. No, it's 8 days now.
Wow.
8 days I haven't smoked cigarette. 8 days. And it's killing me. I'm hurting. Like, when I stopped smoking weed, I was like, yeah, I'm good. And I never smoked again. I was not addicted to smoking weed. I smoked weed for entertainment purposes, social purposes. I never smoked because, remember Tasha?
Yeah, I remember.
Tasha used to smoke weed like it was running water. Tasha used to smoke weed like it was cigarettes. But then she smokes weed and she smokes cigarettes too. Mm-hmm. So she used to smoke all the time. I couldn't do it. Like, one, I got tired of coughing. Mm-hmm. You know, coughing and hacking up my lungs. It just was horrible. Mm-hmm. You know, and it was making my throat and stuff hurt, and I didn't like it. Plus, I had asthma. I didn't want to. I'm like, eh. And I got to a point, and I said one day, you know what? I don't want to smoke anymore. And then I just stopped. And then
it's easy to do it with something with something like that.
But nicotine is so much more addictive. Oh, yeah. That's the one thing that people can't say. Nicotine is so crack. Nicotine is like crack. It is. I swear to God, people can say whatever they want. Nicotine is like crack. It's like it goes in this order: crack, nicotine, then weed. Maybe heroin. I don't know nothing about all that. I don't know.
Further than crack.
I don't know nothing about none of all that.
That's the dangerous stuff.
I have never used crack, but I've seen the effects of crack.
It stinks.
And I've seen and I've been around neighborhoods that have crack and I've smoked weed. I mean, I've had my personal things dealing with that, but I've never done any kind of crack ever. Turned me off all day. I'm going to tell you what turned me off. Wasn't the smell. It was the sight of crackheads. That told me, I do not want to look like that. Ever. I don't ever want to look.
Honestly, I do. I have some friends who smoke weed, and they never look like crackheads. They because
they not. They weeds. They potheads. Potheads look different.
They just look really...
Potheads look different. Potheads look totally different. I'll tell you. Potheads look mellow, whereas though crackheads look always on edge. I'm just gonna say it. They do. Potheads look very, very mellow and very calm, whereas though a crackhead is always looking over his shoulder. Eyes wide, glassy, always thinking something about to go on, standing all up close to the wall like, what's going on? I thought that shit was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, you know what? This is bad. Like, I'm like, this is bad. Anything that is manufactured, because you know that ain't coming from the ground. Crack don't come from the ground. So anything that is manufactured
like
that will make a human being, the brain, act like that, I'm looking like, I don't want any part of that. I don't want any part of that because it totally screws up your perception of what is real and what is not. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna tell you, to watch a crackhead run down the street from someone, I've seen this. I'm gonna tell you what I've seen. They need to be putting them bitches in the Olympics. That's how fast they can run. I'm serious. They need to have the crack Olympics. They need to have the crack 5K, the crack marathon. They need to have it. Them long distance runners. Yeah, they can do it. They can do it.
Get some cops.
I'm telling you, they run, and then, if they had a big ass game of crack hide and seek, they are good. They disappear. Disappear. They be gone. Crack hide and seek. We can play a game of crack hide and seek. But see, the crack hide and seek wouldn't go over as well because the crackheads would always pop out too early because they so paranoid. Because they be like, oh, they catch me. Did they catch me? You know, so I can't, you know.
I don't see that.
This is the reason why I would never ever smoke anything like that. I would never in my lifetime. And crack has been around in my life like I've seen it growing up. I've seen it a long time, and I've never wanted to have that effect. And I used to ask people that I knew that smoked crack. I used to ask them what the hell was so great about it.
What did they say?
They couldn't tell me shit. Like, seriously, they couldn't really tell me. It wasn't nothing that weed didn't do for people who were smoking weed.
Okay.
It was pretty much the same. I was like, nah, bruh. It ain't the same. Because the way we feel when we smoke weed definitely ain't the way we look when we smoke weed is definitely not the way that y'all look when y'all smoke crack. And we are a little bit more aware, way more aware of what's going on. True, we be like, we don't care about a lot of shit that's going on. But we not gonna do stupid shit to one, get us killed. We not gonna do stupid stuff like, you know, just do dumb shit.